guys, Eniel79 for the Survivalist Mindset here. Now I'd like to take a moment to welcome those of you who are new to my channel. I'd like to extend an invitation to you to check out the other videos in the Principles of the Survivalist Mindset series. Chances are if you found this video and you haven't watched the others yet, there's information in there that may be relevant to your particular situation. Those of you who are my subscribers or regular viewers, I'd like to welcome you back. It's good to see you. Today we're going to be covering the second principle of the Survivalist Mindset for the acronym MINDSET, and that's I for improvisation, or to improvise. To improvise something, or the act of improvisation, is to do something that's not scripted, not pre-planned out, not something that you've planned for ahead of time, and make it work on the fly. A situation may change, something may change your plans, something unforeseen may come up, and you may be forced to change relatively quickly what your plan is, what your plan of action will be. We probably practice this every day in our daily lives, whether we realize it or not. On your way home from work, for example, if there is a traffic jam ahead of you on the highway because of an accident or something along those lines, and you exit the highway and take an alternate route home, that's a form of improvisation. That's to improvise. That's to find a solution for the particular situation that you're in and how you can overcome that situation. Some people are better at this than others. I know friends of mine, family members of mine that do not respond well to change, and I know family members and friends of mine who respond very well to change. I think each individual is different. With that said, though, knowing ahead of time that you may have to improvise, which is kind of a catch-22 there. To improvise is to not have anything pre-planned out, but knowing ahead of time that you may need to improvise, that's the key. That's where you can get your mindset right, understand that things may not always go according to plan. You may not have a chance to get your bug-out bag. Maybe you and your family are out to a nice dinner and SHTF happens, let's say. Let's say while you're out at that restaurant enjoying your dinner, all crap breaks loose, all hell breaks loose, and a nuclear war begins. And you don't have time to get yourself home, to get to your bug-out bag. All you have is what you got with you. And chances are, I'm going to put a little tidbit in here, chances are if your car is a newer car, made in the 90s or earlier, it's running off of a PCM, that's a powertrain control module, and that's a computer. In the event of a nuclear attack or an EMP, that car is not going to run anymore, guys. So don't think you have this safety net. Just keep things in mind. Keep in mind ahead of time that you may need to change course. You may need to think of another plan of action. That's why it's always good, whether it be with your preps, whether it be with your bug-out equipment, whether it be with your bug-out location, have multiple of each of these things. Have contingency plans. If I can't get to my bug-out bag because it's at home and I just got through eating with my family and this is all I've got, I have a bag in the car. If I can't make it to bug-out location A, primary bug-out location, because the car no longer works, I have a secondary bug-out location that I can get to on foot. It's always good to plan these things ahead. Just because you may need to improvise doesn't mean you're going to necessarily be completely left out in the dark. You can think ahead of time, make contingency plans, secondary plans, plans A, B, C, D, however far you feel that you need to go to ensure that when the plans do change, and they will in everything, that's the catchphrase I use at the end of all of my videos, guys, is that the only certainty in life is change, and that is a fact. I have had some folks email me and say, oh, you were certain to pay taxes. Well, that's a change. Is your tax the exact same amount every year? Probably not. Every single thing that happens in our life is a change, and that's the only certainty in life. You can't bank on any one thing, and that's why it's important to think ahead of time now. Think, what can I do to have backups for my bug-out gear, backups for my bug-out location, backups for the preparations that I've made to sustain myself and my family. Get these things squared away in your head now. Jot them down if you need to. There's nothing wrong with keeping a plan in a written format so that you and your family or you and your loved ones are all on the same page. And take time each day maybe to practice your improvisational skills. On your way home, change up your route. Try things, little things in your life to change up the way you would normally do something, to break the routine so that you get comfortable making those kind of decisions on the fly. Because the way that you live your life now is what you're going to revert back to in the event of a crisis. If you live your life now ordered and routine and you don't deviate from that, when that falls apart, you're going to pause, and that pause could cost you your life. Make sure you get comfortable with changing things up, coming up with things on the fly, new solutions to new problems, and it will pay off for you. It will pay big dividends in the long run. Again, thank you guys for all of your views and all of your support. God bless you all, and remember, the only certainty in life is change.